This is like a 5 minutes walk from the backpackers inn. I was watching the waves, water, and thinking about the saying, water is so flexible, it can move around very freely, but it can be very strong. Kind of pointing the flexible mind. And then I thought about a koan, Zen saying about a Joshu, a Zen master, and his talk with Nansen, another Zen master. The title is "Ordinary Mind is the Way." It's something like, what is the way? Joshu asks. Nansen answers, ordinary mind is the way. Asking Joshu, how can I get it? Nansen says, if you seek for it, you cannot find it. And Joshu asks, how do I know if I get it? And Nansen says, the ordinary way or ordinary mind does not belong to knowledge or not knowledge. And Joshu got the point. So that's a Zen koan. That was the koan I had with Mayazumi Roshi. I was thinking about the phrase, it doesn't belong to knowledge, but not knowledge. Meaning, it's like the knowledge in the mind and the no knowledge in your heart or the body, the nature's way. So, not belong to any, so meaning it's free. And that free state is representing the ordinary mind. And the free state is the state of water. It can change its shape into square or round or any form. And how is my mind or mind and body in a free state? I wanted to take a rest in backpackers inn because my eyes get tired. I have dry eye syndrome, maybe too much watching of the computer display. But I have this idea that I want to explore and challenge myself. And yesterday, I kind of cracked the code of problems related to computer. Not the whole of it. But it gave a relief feeling, release. Overcoming the problem, not worrying much. I still have one issue. I'm working with AI. This has been going on like 5 months or so. Fairly complex, but coming to an end. But diligently working. So the way of life I take is to use the mind when it's needed. But I may have a tendency to see the limit of how much I can kind of push. And it may be natural for any living beings, not being stale, but explore in different directions. But you need to know when and when not. Like a samurai, depend on the situation. You position yourself externally but internally to prepare to make the right move. So then it's often appreciated by the swordsman, but also artists, people doing like a haiku, painting, flower arrangement, and many other areas to bring out your talent and being able to express it in such a manner that we as humans can express what the possibility of who you are. But not too much in one direction, not too little. So it's like a middle way. And you don't want to stretch too much, so you know the limit. As in the case of my dry eye syndrome. I'm okay, but when I do a little bit too much because I'm interested, then I need to take a break. So thinking where I stand at the age 77, my idea is to have a mission in life and pursue that. And when I die, I use up all the skills and everything, as if not one bottleneck producing the problem, whereas rest is functioning well. But that may be just my seeking mind. But let's say using the non-seeking mind or ordinary mind, the koan from Joshu, and be able to do that. In a natural way. So conceptually, I'm talking about what is this ordinary way or the way of life and how I live my life, how to orient myself. In fact, someone asked me, I think you call it community post on YouTube, which I developed a couple of days ago so that the people who come to my channel can leave message for other people can also see. But we can have the exchange of ideas. So in there, someone was asking me how I spend my life. I talked about I play with YouTube, but YouTube is a means to share the idea like may all beings be happy. Also to update what's going on in my life, how I may overcome the hurdles, practice Shira Samadhi Panya, CAPD, but also have fun with the children's mind. And thinking about the children, I feel like I'm a little child in many ways, but let's look at this tendency as a child. When they have problem, the problem may not last long. It seems like they have such a source of life energy coming out at a young age especially, so that they can overcome certain hurdles, and they have a way of not dwelling on one issue, but overnight maybe the toy is broken and upset and crying, but the next day he forget it and then move on. That's very admirable skill. And that probably perhaps is somewhat of my sense of me feeling like a little child, that I don't get overburdened too much. But still, I have this curiosity and the mind to explore, to push, to see how much I can, like going over this computer issue and other subjects that I'm working on. So it's kind of like optimization process of given the resources how to process it. But the main factor here is the no mind, and to know when to have no mind in a natural way as much as possible. So it's a paradox. If you have a samadhi state, you know what's going on. If you are not in samadhi and not connected to a heart or nature's way, then you can push. Even if you feel some part of you are hurting. Could be a stomach or eye strain because you got involved in it. So this is a continuous process of life. And in this instance, I took a break, I came down and watching the water and resting my eyes and kind of rediscovering the source of my life energy. I have this sense that I need to keep on doing this many times. Multiple times a day. And that's why I thought I'll talk about that subject and the way with certain level of understanding and determination and so forth. As I said already many times, meditation is not just for the 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 1 hour, but multiple times in a day, or almost continuously having the connection to your root, detecting all the sensory mechanisms to indicate how things are happening or not happening. So let's be aware. Cultivate that skill, reinforce it, monitor it, share it, confirm it, and move on. Let's listen to our heart. When you are very young, maybe you don't want to listen and you have so much curiosity to do many things, and that may be the representation of the heart telling, do this, do that. And it may be okay, and you try this and that, make mistakes, that's part of the learning. Over time, we learn the skill. But the life continues. Let's make the best. Let's make the most of it. Appreciate the time. Good day.